Hello beaders, welcome to Beachside Bead Boutique. My name is Jerry. Today I am super excited because I have Bead Box Bargains companion bundle to Making Waves collection. I am super excited to open this up and see what's in here, and also stick around to see what I design from the contents of this box. You won't want to miss it. Okay, and I do have, I know, one or two other things I believe that I had ordered as well from Bead Box Bargains when I ordered the companion bundle. So we're going to see everything. So first off, let's see what, ooh, my free gift. And I always love that they give you a free gift. So I have some very cute moon charms. Very pretty. Really like the detail in these. So cute. Thank you guys. And then this is one thing that I ordered. I guess I just ordered the one. So one thing that I ordered extra, and that is this really pretty pendant. Isn't that really pretty with the little, I guess it's a jellyfish. Very pretty though. Love the color, love the gold. And then that's the back. And of course we have a nice little bail on it. Very pretty pendant though. Or charm, you know, however you want to use it. But I really like the colors to that. It's very rich. And this is the item number for that, in case you are interested in purchasing. And of course, I will link Bead Box Bargains and Bargain Bead Box in my description box, as well as the items that I use to create the design that we're going to create today. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the companion bundle to Making Waves collection. And oh my goodness. I mean, oh, I love the color palette. I mean, you guys, you know, I love the beachy theme. So of course I absolutely love it. So let's go ahead and dive into this. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get everything organized and I'll be right back. Okay, beaters, so we have 20 items in this month's companion bundle. So I'm super excited. Some really beautiful gemstones and crystals, and then some really fun charms. So you'll see, but it's going to be very fun and exciting. So number one, and this is so pretty, we have a flower amazonite and brass irregular nugget pendant, and this is at $8.99 value. Look at how beautiful. So this side is smooth. Of course, we do have, you know, a little bit of a natural irregular striations in there. Very pretty color, so nice. Then you turn it over. I mean, and this is I love this side here. I love just the natural raw element of this. It is so pretty. I love this pendant, and I love the size of this. That is just gorgeous. The next item is 25 millimeter fossil coral donut pendant, a $5.99 value. And I absolutely love this. Look at how pretty. And I love little things like this because you can use it, you know, for necklaces. Just so pretty. I mean, I love this. I love the color of this. It's so smooth, and I love the design in here. Very earthy and natural, and both sides are so pretty. That would be cute right there. That is so pretty. Next we have 8 millimeter matte green Angelite 8 millimeter round bead 7.5 inch string, and this is a $9.99 value. That is so pretty. I mean, I love the mint green color with, you know, swirls of cream. So gorgeous. This is a super pretty color. That is so pretty. Love this color. Next, and I love this one. Next, we have a flower amazonite chip bead, 7.5 inch strand, $5.99 value. And this, I love this. This is honestly maybe one of my most favorite things from both bundles. The main bundle and this one. I mean, I just love these. Look at that beautiful natural color with the beautiful little turquoise. I mean, I love amazonite. That is so pretty. And I love chipstones and nugget beads. And I mean, this is so pretty and so beachy, like you just walked on the beach and just found, you know, like a beautiful piece of beachy rock. It is so pretty. And the next one is too. Yes, the next one is beautiful too. I love this together. It is so beachy. Oh, love these. Oh, I'm not even telling you what they are. Next we have Flower Amazonite Tumble Nugget Beads, 15-inch strand, $6.99 value. Like I said, I love nugget beads. And look at this. I mean, so pretty again. Amazonite, so beachy, beautiful. We have browns, we have beige, we have the teal, turquoise, cream. I mean, it is just like a beautiful rock, you know, from the beach. I love this. It is so gorgeous. I just love the natural look to this. Yes, love it. Next, we have 6mm fossil coral round beads, 15-inch strand, $6.99 value. And again, so pretty. I mean, it's like the sand. Beautiful. We have a peachish orange, we have beige, cream, and even a reddish tone. I mean, so pretty, and it looks like little granules of sand. It looks beautiful with our ocean rock. I mean, it is gorgeous. And wait till we get some crystals in here to just, ooh, yeah, love it. Next, we have 3x2mm Amazonite microfaceted rondelle beads, 7.5-inch strand, $5.99 value. And these are teeny tiny, definitely microfaceted. I mean, the hole is small, obviously, because this bead is tiny, but it packs a big punch. I mean, look at that beautiful shimmer, the beautiful Amazonite color. I mean, it really picks up the teal because these are so small. That is so pretty. Next, we have 8mm fossil coral matte round beads, 7.5-inch strand, $5.99 value. And so pretty again. And now this definitely looks like sand because it's matte. So it just looks like, yes, the sand on the beach. I mean, so many beautiful colors. So we have the shiny, we have the matte. I mean, so pretty. And then, of course, you know, our beautiful Amazonite nuggets. Love it so much. Next, we have Shell Pearl Man-Made Nugget Beads, 8-inch strand, $7.99 value. Beautiful. I mean, you can't have a beach theme without having some beautiful pearls. And I love the irregular shape of this because this is nuggets. So, I mean, it just definitely looks very beachy and very organic. Love these. Beautiful pearl luster. So pretty. And this just brightens everything, you know, like it just really just adds that beautiful, you know, pearlesque, beautiful glow. Next we have 4 pieces, 12x8mm Amazonite faceted teardrop beads, $5.99 value. So some very pretty faceted Amazonite teardrops. Let's see, where is the hole? That is the hole. The hole goes from side to side. It's not very big, but it's there. Yes, that's the hole right there. Very pretty. Next, we have some beautiful crystals. 5.5mm coated crystal faceted English cut round beads in varied sea green crackle, $4.99. Beautiful. Like I said, we need the beautiful crystals. I mean, that brings in that ocean shimmer. So pretty. It's a nice size strand. Love the ocean sparkle. Yes, so pretty. Next, we have 4x3mm crystal rondelle beads in turquoise champagne, $3.99 value. This is a beautiful deep turquoise. And of course, we do have some lighter shades of, it's like a brownish kind of beige in there. Very pretty. That is a beautiful strand. The color is so pretty. It's, you know, a little bit deeper than the Amazonite, so it really makes it stand out. Really love that. Definitely beachy. Next we have 8x6mm crystal rondelle beads mix in pearly pink, $4.99. Pearly pinks, so pretty. Oh my goodness. We have some really pretty pink, you know, we have a white, we have clear with a little bit of a beige. See, this one has beige on the bottom. So some of them are two-toned. Look at that together. I mean, that is so pretty, so beachy and sparkly. I love it. Yes, that is gorgeous. That right there. Now that is pretty, isn't it? That is so nice. These two together. Because this is very soft and elegant looking. Love that. And what if we threw in a little bit of the sea? That is pretty. I really love this. That is so gorgeous. I may have to do something with that. That is so pretty. I actually have something in mind that I want to do first. I love these so much. I really do. Next we have one piece 37 by 23 millimeter and two piece 26 by 24 millimeter stainless steel coral reef pendants set, $5.99. Oopsie, I dropped one. No, I didn't. Okay. So this is the large one, and here are two smaller ones, and these are very cute. I love these, are so cute. I love the coral reef, very pretty. Next, we have four pieces, 10 by 11 millimeter freshwater shell carved scallop charms, $3.99 value. Now for this one, I'm breaking out my turtle because I figure you could see it better with the blue background. Very pretty little shells. And see, it has the design on one side, so the back is just smooth. Very cute. And next, we have two pieces, 45 by 17 millimeter stainless steel wavy pendants, $3.59. So we have some more of these waves. I don't know if they're the same as the last one. They may be a little bit different. I didn't use my last ones yet from the first bundle. Very cute. Next, we have four pieces, 20 by 28 millimeter sand dollar charms, $1.99. And these are super cute. Look at these little sand dollars. I love these so much. I love the nice detail in there. And then that's the back. So it does have pattern on both sides. And of course, this side is the side that's curved, you know, like a sand dollar. Very pretty little charms. Next, we have 10 pieces, 14 by 18 millimeter shell and starfish links, antique silver, $2.99. Some really cute little links, the shell and the starfish. Yes, there's lots of them, so they're all the same. Yes, these are so cute. And next we have 30 pieces, 6 millimeter glass bead mix in Seafoam Shores, $3.99 value. And very pretty, different colors. I love the deep green in there to add a little pop. See, look at that. That is so pretty because that goes with this very well. It goes with everything very well. I mean, the beautiful green just makes everything pop. That is so pretty. Love all the different colors and the little specks on them. And we have one more. Next, we have two pieces, 14 by 18 millimeter platinum plated brass weathered style toggle clasp, $2.99 value. So we have, yes, like two little weathered little branches, very small but very cute. Okay, you guys, well, this is everything from the Bead Box Bargains Making Waves collection for April 2026. I absolutely love the beautiful beachy color palette with the beautiful beachy charms. It is just so pretty, and I love this pendant. It is just beautiful. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get everything cleaned up, and we are going to design something. So stay tuned. I'll be right back. Okay, beaters, so today we are going to create a bracelet stack, and I'm calling this Golden Hour Beach Vibes because it's going to give the impression of the sun setting on the ocean, so giving it that golden hour glow. And the items that you're going to need to create this bracelet stack are, I have 0.8 millimeter stretch cord. I do have some wax cord. I have silver jump rings, and I also have gold. I have silver head pins, tweezers, bent nose pliers, round nose pliers, flush cutters, needle nose pliers, and nylon jaw pliers. You will need some bead stoppers. I have a pair of scissors and a ruler, and then also I am going to incorporate a little piece of bandana, and I have this orange, reddish, yellow to mimic the sunset. And I will tell you the bead selection for each bracelet stack as we go, because I have several charms that I want to use, maybe some cowrie shells, stuff like that. So it's just going to get very, chaotic. Okay, so let's go ahead and get beading. Okay, so the bead selection that I'm using for this first bracelet is I have the 8mm matte Amazonite, and this is from the original Making Waves collection. And then I have the Crystal Rondelle bead mix in pearly pink. I have the Flower Amazonite chip beads. And then I have the 8mm matte green Angelite beads. And then also from Here Comes the Sun collection, since this is going to be a, sunset over the ocean kind of vibe, and I want to bring in some oranges. So I'm going to use the pink aventurine beads from Here Comes the Sun. And then also some of these crystals from Here Comes the Sun. And then also I'm going to add just whatever additional beads when I make some charms to add to the bracelet. And also you will need a few gold head pins as well. Okay, so first I'm going to take my stretch cord and I'm going to cut a nice length of piece. I don't measure it, I just kind of eyeball it. And what you want to do is take your cord and give it a nice stretch. This is called pre-stretching your cord. And you want to do that because if you don't, over time, the weight of the beads will cause the cord to stretch more, and then it will cause a gap in your bracelet. I know you've probably seen before how, there is space in between the beads, and that's because that stretch cord wasn't properly pre-stretched. See, because when you pre-stretch it, it is pretty much almost doubling in size. And I know a lot of people are not fond of stretch bracelets. I mean, I love stretch bracelets. For one, they are easy to make. I mean, they are very beginner friendly and they are very versatile. They're very easy to put on and off. Maybe, if you're not fond of stretch bracelets, I can change your mind about them. Okay, so now we have our cord pre-stretched and I put on a bead stopper. Now this bracelet I'm calling Golden Hour. For this one I'm using gold findings. It's going to have a very beachy sunset kind of vibe to this one. I'm going to start with some Amazonite chip beads, and again this is not going to have any kind of specific pattern, so I may add some beads and I may end up taking some off, so just kind of follow along as I go. I'll just show you what I have. And I'm also going to use some of these gold spacer beads that I purchased from Amazon. And for this bracelet, I'm also going to incorporate this boho bead that I made myself. And I do have a video on showing how I make these. So I left the ends open for this one so I could just easily slide it onto my stretch cord. I'm going to make my bracelet 7.5 inches long, and if you need yours smaller or larger, you will need to adjust your beads to the fit that you need. Okay, it looks good and the fit is good, so now we could go ahead and tie it up. So we're going to go ahead and just tie it like you tie a shoe. I'm going to tie it once, pull it tight. One more time and pull it tight. And now I'm going to go under twice. So I'm doing a double tie. And then again, pull it tight. And one more time, pull it tight. And then I like to hold the knot down as I pull one end of the cord and then do the same thing with the other end of the cord. And now I'm going to use some of my brush on glue to brush on the knot to make sure that it is nice and secure. And now I'm going to go ahead and cut my cord close to the knot. Make sure you don't cut your knot. And now we have the first bracelet done, but we are going to add some bandana and of course some charms. And now I'm going to take the bandana that I showed you earlier and just tie it to a section of my bracelet. I'm actually going to tie it where the knot is so that way it can cover up the knot. I'm just going to take my bandana around a section of the bracelet and just form a knot. And of course, we're not going to leave all this bandana hanging on the bracelet. It is going to be cut down. It's just an extra design element, you know, just for a little more beachy vibe. And now I'm going to bring back my gold beads so I can add them to the end of the bandana. And I'm just going to use a little needle to get the beads on the bandana a lot easier. I'm going to put 2 beads on each bandana and then I'm going to tie it at the end. And as you can see, I am double tying it to make sure that the beads don't come off. And I'm going to go ahead and do the other side the exact same way, and then I'll come back and we'll cut the bandana piece to the desired length. And I really like how this looks so far, but of course we are not done yet. And I'm going to bend my boho bead slightly just so it has the curve of my wrist so it'll sit better on my wrist. And now it's time to make some chaos clusters. I'm just going to take a head pin and I'm going to string just whatever beads that I choose onto the head pin. No particular pattern, no particular way. Then I'm going to take my round nose pliers and bend it toward me. And then bend the top back around over the top of the round nose pliers. Take the round nose pliers out and reposition to the bottom ring. And then I'm going to cross that wire over and wrap it around the wire that the beads are attached to. And just wrap a couple of times. And again, this is not a neat wrap. And then straighten your loop out. And then we're going to take the flush cutters and cut the remaining wire. And then take your pliers and bend down any sharp edges. And now I'm just going to continue and make some more, and I will be right back. And like I said, for this bracelet, I'm using gold head pins. And for the next bracelet, I'm going to use silver. So I'm going to go ahead and make some for the next bracelet as well. And now I'm going to take some gold jump rings to attach the charms to this bracelet. And this is how you open and close a jump ring. You just go up and down. You never want to go out like that. That will ruin the jump ring. And then just determine where you want the charms to be on the bracelet. And then you'll just pull the beads apart to reach the cord and place the jump ring directly onto the cord. And then add your charm to the jump ring. And then close the jump ring. And now we have a cute little turtle charm. And I like to use larger jump rings when I'm adding charms to my design, because that way the charm will dangle better. If you use smaller jump rings, then it'll just get caught up in the beads and the charms won't have that flow to them. And I really like how this turned out. It fits perfectly. I love the boho bead and the addition of the bandana. It just adds a nice pop of color. And I really love how it came out. It's chaotic, but intentional. Just my style. And now for the next bracelet, I'm making what I call a wire bead. So I just cut about a 15-inch piece of silver wire. This is 20 gauge. And I'm just wrapping it around a pencil. And I'm just going to add some beads to it as I go. And I'm going to add this to the bracelet. And when it's wrapped how you want it, you can go ahead and pull it off the pencil. And then we're going to tuck the edge down. Make sure there's nothing sharp sticking out. And the bead selection that I'm using to make this bracelet is I have the Fossil Coral Tumble Nugget beads. That's from the main bundle. I have the 6mm Fossil Coral round beads. And then I have the 8mm matte Amazonite beads. And also I'm using the 8mm Fossil Coral matte round beads. And then also the glass bead mix Sandy Seashore that was in the main bundle. And also I'm going to use these really cute sea creature beads. I think these are so cute. We have the sea turtle, we have the seashell, and the starfish. And I love the sandy beachy color. I think these are so cute. And it came in a nice size bag. And I'm going to use these for charms in this bracelet. And then also I'm going to use some of these gold and silver spacers. And I will link everything in my description box. Now I already have my cord cut and pre-stretched. The first beads that I'm going to use are the 6mm Fossil Coral beads. I'm going to string 4 of those, and then I'm going to put on the wire bead that we just made. And that bead will go over those 6mm beads, but that's okay because that will keep that wire bead stable. And then you'll still see those beads underneath. And then I'm just going to continue to string randomly with the bead selection that I just showed you. Remember, no particular pattern, no particular way. I think it looks really cute, but of course we are not done. And I really like it, but there is something that I did forget to add, and I think I'm going to take it apart and add the thing that I wanted to. So I'm going to add charms to the ring, this ring here, which is from the main bundle. And then I'm going to, like I said, take the bracelet apart and add the ring to the bracelet. So I'm going to go ahead and remake the bracelet, and I will be back and show you the finished product. Okay, so I went ahead and see, I just put this on over the beads, and then I also added these little rings that I forgot to add earlier, and I like that because it adds, you know, that little bit of beautiful turquoise brightness. And we're almost done. Okay, so this is what we have. So here's the two little ring bracelets. All right, let's go ahead and tie this up. Pull it tight. I love it. Got a little extraness. I love it. All right, take a large jump ring. I'm gonna take the largest. This is 10 millimeter. So put your jump ring on where you want your charm to lay. Put that and put on my little charm. Okay, so what I'm going to do, we're almost done. I mean, not, you know, but because this doesn't have enough yet, I'm going to go ahead and add a cowrie shell. And I think one of these shells, I was going to add the charms, the coral reef, but I want to save that for something else. So I'm just going to go ahead and add this, and then we're going to go ahead and call it a day. Okay, beaters, so I went ahead and created one more bracelet. And this one is pretty calm compared to the other two. So this one I'm calling Sea Glass Calm. So basically I used the pearls, some of the crystals, and then this is that pinky glass mix. I did use some of the silver spacers that was in the original bundle, and then some of the glass bead mix that was in the companion bundle. And I did use just a couple of bead caps throughout. And then some of the original Amazonite from the original bundle. And then I do have this little charm. So I made this little charm with a little seashell and then of course a cowrie shell. And then I made this ring. So this is sea glass calm. And then this one, this chaotic beauty, is the golden hour. We got our little bandana pieces. I really like it. And then the last one is the sunset drift. Very nice. I love all of them. So pretty, and they definitely look like they belong together. Okay, you guys, well, here is the Golden Hour Beach Vibes bracelet stack. And I absolutely love this. I mean, I know it's a whole lot going on, but you know, I gotta keep the chaos up. I mean, I absolutely love it. It is just so fun and so, you know, so lively. I really, really love it. And I love the addition of the bandana and the addition of the boho bead that I made with, of course, the charms and, you know, the little sea turtles, the cowrie shells. I mean, it's a whole beach vibe going on, and I absolutely am here for it. Well, you guys, let me know what you think, and you let me know which bracelet is your favorite from the stack that we made today. The Sea Glass Calm, the Golden Hour, or Sunset Drift. Well, you guys, I hope you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. And don't forget, let's keep it messy, let's keep it boho, and let's keep beading. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.